Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Nandra here, back at it with another video. So this is gonna be the game of 4 and 5 of my Omens of the 10 Stage 2 Unlimited Volume 1 Cup. So if you've been following the series, you'll know that I am currently 2-1 right now. So I'm on the bubble. I have to win my next 2 games in order to qualify for finals. And you know, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, like my game 1 was very stompy, but like my games 2 and 3, they were pretty good. You know, nothing like too high roll, nothing like too like awful or anything like that. So I'm feeling pretty good. So as you may have noticed from the list, I did actually switch it up. I am actually playing 3 white frost pralines and whatnot. So I believe I covered this in the games in the previous video. So I'm not really gonna touch on it too much. But it's still, feeling pretty good. Still feeling pretty flames. Oops, wrong thing. Sorry. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right on into it with the game versus Shadow. So after the last game, I was feeling especially good because my opponent, like, he made some questionable plays and I was able to punish him. And believe it or not, like, people don't really talk about this, but like Shadow is to some degree actually kind of difficult to play. Now obviously, there are definitely some turns that like play themselves, but there are some turns that do not play themselves and are kind of hard to navigate through. Subjectively speaking, of course. So I'm going second this time. I kept the Goblin. I'm not quite sure all of what motivated me to keep the Goblin, but I would suspect that it's largely because of what happened in the previous game, where I was able to get Goblin plus Disdainful Rending on 2 to kill his Lady Grey. So I'm kind of hoping that happens again. But obviously, like that should be like a rare occurrence. I don't really think my opponent will be like that stupid to play out a Lady Grey on 2, just to spite my Goblin. I don't think he will do that. But no, he does. There's the Lady Grey. I'm like, oh my god, you silly man. Alright, so I go ahead and drop the Disdainful Rending. I do pick up a second Disdainful Rending, and I kind of like essentially, well, I don't really like skip my turn, but I don't really get to develop much either. I just remove his Lady Grey, which is nice because, like, obviously speaking, the Lady Grey was going to be a problem because it was going to heal and and possibly get evoed. Anyway, so here I top deck an Isla, so I just go and tempo out the Isla. Now you might be wondering, but Nandra, why did you tempo out the Isla? Well, you tempo out the Isla for one very simple reason. You either has to play Zombie Party, Necro Assassin, or he has to play Shop's Curse from a friend in order to clear your Isla. If he doesn't, you get to evolve face for 4, and that's a nice tempo evolve too because you get to gain mana. What? Amazing. So that's what I'm shooting for right now. Also, Scyther can possibly kill an Anime if he plays that too. So I just want to be perfectly insulated. However, he does play Necro Assassin, so shout out to the old throwback, the young Necro Assassin. And that's like okay. Now here I get very lucky, and I top deck the Servant of Disdain. Now I will not front like this Servant of Disdain top deck was insane. As you saw last game, my opponent was able to draw a lot of cards, whatever, find a lot of options. And mind you, if I hadn't already put so much pressure on him early, I probably would have lost to the value of his cards. However, now it's my time. It's time for Nandra to draw cards and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and we'll drop the young Disdainful Reckoning to go ahead and draw 1 card. At this point, he's probably a little bit salty here because that is my second Disdainful Rending. And that's actually really good here too. So I go ahead and evolve and draw a second card, and that's like wonderful. So off of those 2 cards, I was able to pick up my 3rd Disdainful Rending. That's nuts, as well as a Feline. So right now I'm kind of quickly approaching high roll status because I have 3 Disdainful Rendings in my top 7. That's nuts, or no, top 10, and that's just nuts. So he plays a second Bone Chimera, then plays the Lurching Corpse. I don't really like his tempo Lurching Corpse here. I mean, I understand why he did it. I just don't like it. The reason why I don't like it is because, like, this is some juicy next level Force of Newt bait. If I drop Force of Newt here, I don't want to say you scoop it up because, like, the game is still afoot, but you gave me a Lurching Corpse for free, and that's like wonderful. However, what I go ahead and do ultimately is I make a nice aggressive hedge by playing out Feline as well as Isla. And I realized that I want to play Garumi next turn if he plays Cerberus possibly. So I want to go ahead and evolve my Isla. I make the evolve on the Isla because 1, it's a nice tempo evolve. 2, I can go ahead and get some mana. Now the mana doesn't matter that much, but it does matter. And I didn't care if my Ella died or not, because if it died, I might just have Pauline. Pauline is on skeleton cleanup duty. Now here he plays a Death Breath on curve. I'm like, yikes. Now here we see him make a very questionable line. He makes the evolve to trade. I don't think you had to do that. Like I really don't. Additionally speaking, just because now if I play Gurumi, I pretty much like neutralize most of your Death Breath. However, we see me go ahead and full pass here. Now you might be wondering, but Nandra, why did you full pass there? Well, one, we're going. He board blocked, right? We board blocked. However, he hasn't given me a chance to see whether or not he has Ektar yet. And if I clear one unit, because I can only really clear 1 or 2 units, well, I could possibly clear more. But then if he drops the Ektar, well, I eat 1 billion damage. I have to clear the Ektar too, and then if I can't, I just die. However, if I leave him board blocked like this, what I can do is I can go ahead and play Gurumi for 7 mana. Then go ahead and trade, then play the same for rending and clear up everything, and then also hit him in the face for 6. So I don't mind eating 1 billion damage here. It's like, how much do I eat? 6. I eat 10 damage here. I eat 10 damage here to next turn clear his board, as well as set up a clean board state. Because like I think if I do this right, if I do this and his next turn isn't actually like a really good turn, it means I can go ahead and win from that of Scyther plus Hippogriff Rider, and just being able to like top deck Storms afterwards. However, when he played the Soul Conversion, I got very afraid. The reason I got so afraid is because now if he plays either Lady Grey or Grimmery, although obviously you can see now because like when I pause it that he doesn't have it. But if he played either that or Catacombs, I could die. I could definitely die. So this is very scary. However, he attempts out on yet another Lurching Corpse because he knows that he's like trying to like play around some AoEs. However, unfortunately for him, I will go ahead and play the Galm, and thankfully because I have the common sense to go ahead and order this play correctly, I should be in a spot to get my full clear. Now, obviously, you do want to be careful because like obviously you could like lose the 1 and 3 here. However, I don't lose the 1 and 3. And I also go ahead and make sure to order this perfectly correctly. And so basically you don't kill the Lurching Corpse, you wait for Lurching Corpse to die last, so this way you get your damage first. Because if Gurumi dies before the battle fully resolves, you don't get your damage. Now here, he plays Skull Ring. I'm like, okay, that's pretty tempo negative. Well, not really tempo negative, but it's pretty like tempo light basically. He also tempers out yet another Lady Grey. That's great. So his Lady Greys were going to be a problem for me, as unless they were tempered out like this, because now I can kill it before he can heal with it. If he was smart, he would probably have tried to save that for turn 9 with Ektar, if he has that, to go ahead and heal for 3, but he doesn't, and that's fine, we take those. So here I go ahead and go for a little bit of fishing. I want to try to pick up, well, anything honestly. If I picked up Forte, that'd be okay, not amazing, but not awful. I do have her pick up Aina instead, and here we go and see me make an aggressive hedge. Now mind you, I know that if I don't make this trade, if I don't make double trades here, I will die to Ektar. I do get punished by Ektar either way. However, one way allows me to still be in the game, and the other way kills me. So I want to go ahead and try to be safe. Be as safe as possible, and just say, okay, I don't think you have it. Now he trades here, and then plays Demon Eater to try to dig for the Ektar. He trades again, so I know he doesn't have it because he wouldn't have traded if he did, or if he didn't. Then he plays Zombie Harder to go ahead and end it up, and then we're just able to take the game because unfortunately for him, I just have too much big boy damage here. So go ahead and play the Goblin as well as the Scyther and into the Aina, and then hit him in the face with a 9 damage Aina. You almost never see 9 damage Ainas, but when you do, whew, Sugoi. Anyway, so go ahead and just like smack him in the mouth, and he's like, boom, we win. So for that game, like I said, it was one of those, my comfort, my like mouthfeel for the deck, it showed there. It showed there because like, I made a line that not many people would make. Many people would be like, oh, it's 5 creatures, I have to clear this, and that's fair. Like I'm not fault you or anything like that. It's one of those, it's a natural kind of reaction. But when you have the experience, when we've played the matchup a lot, that that, oh, we can do better, we can do more, like, and we can just kind of like edge creep and be able to turn unfavorable situations into gold. So now we're going up into the game 5 again. Like I said, this game is probably arguably the hardest / most nerve-wracking, because you have to kind of forget that it's game 5. You have to kind of forget that if I lose here or whatever, it's gonna like really suck. You just have to forget that. You just have to play and do the best you can, and just like treat it as like any other game, basically. So, really quickly, this part is really, and I mean really important. We look at his rank. We look at his player. We know that, oh, well, he's probably moderately to decently good at GP. We also know that, oh, well, that means he's also, because of his rank, we know that he's going to be playing City Mage. We also know that because of his rank, he's probably going to be playing a probably outdated version of City Mage, which means he's probably playing the original list. Now, he could obviously have switched up and be playing City Storm, but we don't know that for sure. We just know he's going to be on one of the two. So as a result, I see these two Felines in my hand, I keep. I see the Summoner in my hand, I keep. Now, I believe I'm going second. I don't remember. I'm either going second or going first. But I'm pretty sure I'm going second. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going second. This is like fine. So I do want to top deck my Goblin on one. If I can top deck that, I'm good to go. He plays Sacred Plea here, and when he does, I know that, okay, well, he's City something. I don't know which city, I just know he's City something. Alright, so he implicates his City of Gold. I'm like, okay, sure. Thus getting my actual confirmation, or my actual visual confirmation. I go ahead and play my Feline here, knowing that again, he's prevented from wanting to play his heretical, not heretical and great, from wanting to play his Forbidden Ritual. So I was expecting to play Holy Mage here, but he chooses not to. He instead plays Moriai and Encomium. I'm like, fine. He then plays Globe. I'm fine. Sure. So again, he's just, fishing, just drawing cards, just, setting some stuff up. That's, that's fine. That's wonderful. So I go ahead and I just tempo up my Dragon Summoner here. And I tempo out Dragon Summoner because again, he's discouraged from wanting to play his Forbidden Ritual here, unless he wins the snipe and he snipes my Feline, in which case, holy crap. Because he's drawing a lot of cards next turn. He's drawing 4 cards minimum next turn. And then he also has the opportunity to play Globe into the Forbidden Ritual and still get me. But obviously, a lot of things have to go in his favor, such as he has to actually draw it, and then he also has to snipe my Feline. So hit him in the face for 2. He draws 3 cards. And then, of course, my Feline gets sniped. So the second my Feline gets sniped, like, my heart just kind of drops into my chest. I'm like, oh god, no. Oh no. Because I was honestly expecting him to play the Forbidden Ritual here, and if he had it, he needed to have played it here. Because if you don't, you take 4 damage, and that's, well, it's not a lot, but it's not a small amount either. But instead, he plays his Divine Birdsong. I like this because why? The bird will always have to trade, and I had the Feline spell in the back, so it's like bad for him. Anyway, here we go ahead and we just go ahead and play double 2-drop. You play double 2-drop here because you just want to be able to be mana efficient and whatnot. Also, yes, we want to go ahead and hedge for the Forbidden Ritual again, because now if he has it, he has to go ahead and it becomes awkward for him. He'll have to probably make some trades. So go ahead and we hit him in the face. He's now at 13, and look at our hand. So we already have the Aina. The Aina is really good if he's City Storm, because he will be playing Beast Claw Arias and the like, and we can go ahead and abuse those. We have the Hippogriff for next turn because he probably can't full clear the board. And if he does, it takes a toll on him. If he does full clear the board, oh, this will probably be alive. And then we just go ahead and kill it, and then we just go ahead and like reset up. And then we go ahead and play set up for the Hippogriff Rider, and that's like great. So the second he makes the trade into that immediately, I know what's coming. I know he's gonna do it. Yep, there's a Forbidden Ritual on turn 5. So obviously turn 5 is much later than turn 3, so that's good. So I just go ahead and drop the Young White Frost Whisper here. And I'll just go ahead and develop my Aficionado, knowing that one of these creatures is going to live, because I don't think he'll just Forbidden Ritual for just for just that. He'll probably try to hold and milk it and try to get maximum value from it, because as you saw there, I'm pretty sure he had it much earlier. He just like didn't want to do it because again, Feline, making it not a clean sweep. Now here he plays Jewel Priestess into Black Diamond. I'm like, okay, sure. Into Scripture, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Into Globe. Now we see that he doesn't Evo here. I'm not sure all of what went through his mind with the whole decision to not Evo, but yeah, I don't really care. It's one of those, it works for me. It basically works for me. He's probably thinking, I'm at 15, the game's still afoot. I don't want to use up my evos. My opponent went second. I want him to use the evos first in order to evolve face. You really shouldn't be letting aggro evolve for face like that, but hey, you know, I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, anyway, so I go ahead and I drop the young hippo here. I drop the hippo. Now I go ahead and use the disdainful rending here. Now you don't really need to, honestly. You could have just saved it for the Groomy. And truthfully and honestly, you probably should have saved it for the Groomy. I don't know. I just chose not to, because I wanted it to be a case of, oh, well, if for some reason he has no creatures in his hand, I don't want him to be able to suddenly just, you know, change his mind and be like, oh, I want to evolve the trade now. I don't want that to be a thing. So I wanted to have to actually play a real creature possibly, and then, you know, expend some resources. I didn't actually evolve the Hippogriff Rider because I also wanted to be able to have like two different threats in play. Because if I play just one big threat, he can probably still go ahead and just go Scripture into like Heretical Inquiry or something like that. But I wanted it to be a case where if he had to evolve a unit, he had to take damage he had to take a lot of damage on the unit and have the unit basically die, and just, you know, buying me more time to quickly keep setting up my combos. So there's the Beast Claw Arya, thus confirming that he is in fact City Storm. Again, I literally knew he was going to be doing that because, you know, clearly this is a man that follows meta trends and whatnot, right? So he plays out double Heretical Inquiry there. My board is dead at Spine. He then plays Sacred Plea. Again, this is fine as well. Just, you know, he's set up to draw some more cards. It's fine. So I go ahead and I top like a goblin here. I'll just go Dragon Summoner. I pick up Isla. I'm just gonna full flood out the board here with all of my creatures that I can play this turn. I like doing this because I know that he's City Storm and not City Mage. City Mage has way more removal because City Mage is basically just a, oh, I'm going to remove your deck while my Holy Mage grows and grows and grows, and you can't kill it. Whereas like City Storm is more proactive. So because he's playing a more proactive deck, I know I can get away with this, and he's probably not gonna have another Forbidden Ritual just yet. Or if he does, he's probably gonna be reluctant to play it. So there's another Heretical Inquiry. That's confirming what I said. He blows up the Goblin, unfortunately, and not the Isla. Well, unfortunate for him. And now it's finally, you know, my time to shine. Now, if he had anything else, he probably should have used it because he is actually dead to Forte right now. However, it's fine if he's like not. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is we'll go ahead and slam it on the young Ina. I go ahead and actually evolve the Ina for face. I don't think it matters that much what you evolve, but I like making the Ina evolve no matter what. Because if he wants to play a ward, he has to sack his tiger from the Beast Claw Arya. Does give me a chance to go ahead and blow some stuff up and just kill him. I mean, regardless, as long as something on the board stays in play, he dies next turn. And the way that like my HP values are set, I think it's like near impossible for him to fully like reset the board. So we see him go ahead and make the trades, and I know that, oh, unless he's gonna like Themis his own board, which is silly because you can't make that play from this current like board state, that he's just dead here. Yeah, so he makes the trades, so that's fine. It's all well and good because now the game is over on turn 9. We're able to take it. Oof. I even topped like the Forte for good measure, but I'm not gonna play it because again, I want him to know that, oh, that I had this Gurumi like all along. And that there was nothing he could have done about it. Whereas if I play the Forte, he'll know I top decked that. So, yeah, and we're able to take it. Boom, Bob's your uncle. We did it. We back at it. We made it to finals again for another bite of the apple, for another bite at the 5-0. So things we learned from this is that so far that 3 Fleens have been very, very good. Scyther is kind of like, you know, it's fine. It's like a nice like luxury card. Doesn't really do that much. Doesn't really do too little either. And that's just, you know, fine. We've also learned that, oh, well, more often than not, we're going to be facing the Shadow, as well as probably variants of Sword. And that's definitely something that we're going to have to, like, take into account when we're, like, going into finals. So it's like, you know, it's pretty good information. So far, we've been able to, like, find out all of these things. So we can go ahead, you know, we can, like, start accounting for it and start, like, trying to make a list that I'll go ahead and try to get us to 5-0 or get us as close to the 5-0 as possible. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, go and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about the series so far. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? If so, just, you know, let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch